Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. Couch Rider.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though. Welcome back. Welcome back to the home of original sports perspective. From our couch to yours, this is your host, your couch rider Raven, Kam Ru, somewhere around here somewhere. But we just we try to keep it real, keep it original, and we just thank you for coming through. Thanks for tuning in to that home of original sports perspective from our couch to yours. If you are new here, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. We just like to kick back, have a good time. And I'm glad you're part of the crew. Glad you joined the team. Let's see who's in the room, who made it first. I think there was a comment on before the show even started, so let's get it jumping. Lisa has already jumped in. She says, "Hey, Jermaine and Kam Ru, mark my words. The baby Ravens will start this season." Okay, so she's already all in on Simpson, Robinson, Flowers, Kelly. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt at this name. Mesala Amave Alaelu, and then Andrew Voorhees. So I think she is all on board with these guys getting opportunities to play. I think she's even all in on them starting. We'll get started here in just a second about it. Jose says, "Yo, what's good in the hood?" Chilling, my man, chilling. It's been a fun day. It is the night before my wife's birthday. So I'm pretty excited for her and this new chapter in her life. So, y'all put a shout out on here. I'll make sure she sees it, say happy birthday or something. Shout out to Tani. Next, Nathan says, "What's up, brother? What's good, man? Delicious is in the building. What's good?" Kam Ru, like say, might be on his way home or something. I'm not sure where he's at the moment, but you know how he is. He'll be here in just a minute. Him and Brooke, I'm pretty sure. Probably riding in the same car. So Nana says, "Good evening, everyone. How Couch Rider, we got to see those season ticket paid now that Lamar is staying." Yes, they put those pictures out quickly as soon as they found out that he is our guy. I'm pretty sure those PSL holders were like, "Nope, I'm probably about to sell these things." Because why? Because I thought for sure that we were going to have a quarterback from Kentucky as our starter if we couldn't get Lamar signed. At least that's what everybody else thought. So that'd have been different to see. Anyway, moving on. Jose says, "Yo, I got my pancakes, bacon, and sausage." Oh, okay. So, man, you eating tonight too. Everybody's eating. I think we need to get some food sponsors as much as y'all eat on this show. Jose says, "Happy birthday to the missus. I appreciate it. Happy birthday, Tony." Okay, I'll make sure she gets all the loves here. Delicious was good, homie. Okay. Daryl, what's good, man? He said, "What's good, man? Hope you guys doing good. Appreciate y'all coming through." Let's see here. So Lisa says, "Happy birthday, Mrs. Lockett, and happy Mother's Day to all the ladies out there, grandmas included." I think this is probably the furthest away, if I can remember, from Mother's Day that my wife's birthday has been, because usually it's just like bang, bang, right up on top of each other. So I know that sounded terrible, but anyway, we'll keep rolling. So let's shout out to you. I think we are sitting at 1188. So thank you for the one. They usually all it takes is the one to be able to move mountains. So thank you for the one that came through to join the 1187. And of course, thank you, each one of you. You are important to this show's success. So thanks for coming through and making this show so special. All right, next is your motivational moment. So for today's motivational moment, I wanted to go to somebody he's always inspired people. His words, whether it be during college speeches, during movies, they're just moving. This guy just knows how to just speak to the affected domain and that's just right at the heart. You know, you say you have your neocortex, right? Just sitting right up here, and it stores memories, but you have your retinal brain, right? It's kind of sitting right around here, and that and this kind of equal each other, and that's where the heart is right here. So if you say I love you, it's not coming from this thing that pumps blood. It's coming right up here. It's connected to your spine. It's a lot of nerves, a lot of emotion, a lot of feelings that go on right here. So if I say I love my wife, it's coming from right here, not here. And that means it's coming from the feelings, from that place where if you actually develop feelings here, they're going to be stored to permanent memory because of those permanent experiences. Denzel Washington can hit the affective domain, can hit the retinal brain, aka the heart, of what we're feeling, and cause it to stick with us for a very long time. He is the reason I chose today's motivational moment to come from him. So give me just a second while I pull that thing up. Denzel says, luck is when an opportunity comes along and you're prepared for it. Something simple, but just something that I need y'all to understand that, things just don't come along and land in your lap. There's not going to be someone knocking on your door waiting to give you the best opportunity of your life. Very seldom that happens. It just doesn't happen most of the time. Kam Ru just happened to fall on my doorstep by popping into a chat and here, and then greatness happened. So that's kind of what happens when you got good. I don't know. You just have that good luck. But I was prepared because I had a show. I had a show and I kept rolling with this show and trying to be consistent with this show. And then next thing you know, Kam Ru popped up and greatness popped in at my doorstep. But that's not going to happen for everybody. It's not going to happen for everybody. But be serious. You have to look at the opportunity that's in front of you and make sure that you're prepared for those other ones that come along. And that means what you need to do the studying, going to school, getting your grind on, getting that experience, because sometimes school is not the best thing for everybody. Look at the guys who started Photoshop. Right now, some of the things on this screen right now have been created in Photoshop. Photoshop was created by a bunch of guys, or excuse me, two guys who decided to drop out of college. Sometimes you got to go make your own path, chase your own opportunity. You can't follow the beat of everybody else's drum. Sometimes you got to make your own. And that's part of that preparation for that opportunity that comes along. Make sure you're ready so that luck can be when that preparation meets the opportunity. That is your motivational moment for today. And with that, I bring to you an empty chair because that's Kam Ru right now. Apparently, I'm not sure where he's at, but he'll be here in just a second. All right, so let's read the comments here.
I'm here. I'll be back.
He's on and he's off, folks. He's on and he's off. All right, let's see here. Daryl said, just had my birthday this past Friday. Hey, happy birthday to you, Daryl. And happy birthday to my wonderful wife, Tanya. Lisa says, hey, same to you. Okay. Tanya's birthday is tomorrow.
Fellow Taurus, happy birthday.
Yes, the Taurus, such a wonderful sign. Yeah. How bullheaded is heck, I'll tell you that. Anyway, Jose, he says, I was an original Browns fan and Art Modell moved the team, and here we are, a big, happy fan family. Yes. So I think there's a lot of people that kind of, I joined in 99, and I recognize there's a lot of people that know that history behind either the Ravens' heartbreak between the Mayflower Trucks and then, of course, the Ravens being able to form their franchise after Modell moved the franchise to Maryland, and then, of course, them coming up with the name and all that history. And so it's great. I can't imagine how Baltimore felt when they first got the franchise back, or got a football franchise back in town. But I imagine y'all know that feeling. For me, my father's from Maryland, and he was trying to explain to me how great it was, but I didn't get that real feeling until '99 of having my own team. Of course, I might have been stuck with another team, uh, America's team. But anyway, that was a long, long time ago. I've been saved and blessed with the purple, so we are good. Anyway, Lisa says, Nana, I'm a mama to an 80-pound lab, and she's very sport. What y'all talking about, man? Okay. So yeah, okay. Mamas, happy Mother's Day to you. Yeah, definitely to all the moms out there, moms of dogs, whatever. Happy Mother's Day, happy birthday. We'll have another show before Mother's Day, but yes, shout out to all the mothers in the world. I make sure my motivational quote comes from the mom, comes for something dedicated to the moms on Wednesday for sure. All right, so we got folks out there who've been Ravens fans since 1996. You go back, yes. Like I said, I only joined 3 years after you. Like I said, I had to get saved, get baptized in the waters of the harbor, and yeah, I'm good to go. All right, so what are we talking about today? We are talking about I ain't going to say depth chart. I am going to say the roster prediction because I'm not rolling into the depth chart. So you're going to see these names all over the place, and we'll jump into it little by little. And I'll put it on the screen and then blink it back off, put it on the screen, blink it back off because I want y'all to be able to see it and see us at the same time. Or maybe I can do something like this. Nope, that's big me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, we'll figure that out in a minute. What I want to do is bring on the actual look at the depth chart. So the thing is, we got these draft picks, right? We had undrafted free agents that some of us fell in love with, and one of those is definitely Mitchell, the running back, and then some of us fell in love with Dante Demas, already because y'all Ravens, or excuse me, you Maryland natives are just in love with Maryland football players in general. Sometimes it's that homeritis, but at the same time, there are some real talents. I mean, and some that we miss out on. Stephon Diggs was one of those. And I'm hoping we don't miss out on other talents. But, Baltimore's not always going to stick with the home team when it comes to their draft picks. But there's going to be opportunities to pick those other ones up and give them an opportunity to come into camp and thrive. We'll see. All right. So let's read this comment real quick. Yes. Keaton is putting in work. Look, y'all seen my Twitter. This dude, he's phenomenal. He is phenomenal. He's a one-cut run, home run hitter type running back. Love watching Keaton Mitchell. I just am excited that he's already burning people in little pro days.
You heard something?
Little rookie mini caps.
Did y'all hear something? I ain't hear nothing.
Huh?
Oh gosh, hello?
What's up?
My light just went out.
Oh, okay. I mean, we can still see you.
No, that's bad. I can't see y'all.
You can't see. This is bad.
That's
just know we still here. We still here.
That's still here? All right.
Yeah, we still here. All right. Well, Lisa brings up. Lisa just brought up. She says LJ deserves his $260 million contract extension. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that it's behind us. I'm glad that the deal is done. I feel like I don't know if y'all saw Rami's Twitter. He showed a picture of or video of Thanos. It's just like a little short when Thanos actually snapped his fingers and he felt like his mission was accomplished, sat on that front porch and just kind of exhaled because he knew that everything that he was meant to do was done and that, his life's purpose was already met. He was good to go. So I feel like, okay, we have got Lamar's contract done. There was a lot of fussing and yelling on Twitter and different YouTube videos on different NFL Network and ESPN. Everybody was going off about that deal, about how he needed an agent. We say, a few of us said he needed an agent. I'll be honest with you. I said he needed an agent. He still got the daggone deal done.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I said he's missing out on some dough. Not really the contract, but yeah. I was worried about just get money outside of football because at the end of the day, that's what's going to keep you rocking.
I think he got plenty of deals. He got the Oakley deal.
Yeah,
he got the VR deal for PlayStation.
He definitely got a shoe deal though. I think he's well deserving of a Nike shoe deal.
They'll come back around. They'll come back around.
I think he would be 500 if he had some Jordans. I guarantee every kid will grab him. Is playing football.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Mike will come to the table eventually and be like, "Yo, what's up? I need you, guy. I need you, my guy. I'm trying to sell some shoes here, baby." Got people working in China for 27 cents an hour. I'm trying to make some money. What's up? Anyway,
go ahead. I'm listening to you.
You good? Like,
What happened?
Your screen came back?
Yeah, my screen. You can't see me?
Oh, I can see you just fine. You good. You never went away.
The light went, I don't know. I pressed the button, the light went out, and I can see y'all now, but look at that. I am bright as yellow as all light, but I mean
like Pikachu.
That way.
Anywho, Delicious says definitely feels good. This LJ situation can be a thing of the past. Absolutely. We can look at it in the rear view now and move forward into just better situations. Like we got good situations right now with good players. And I think it's going to be fun to watch camp coming up because we're going to see all types of position battles. Let's see here. So I said the same. Amazing. Got it done. Yes. Good. All right. So let's see what Nathan says, and we'll jump back in. We'll take a look at what I have, and we'll just talk about it position by position. So Nathan says, I want the Rock's new Under Armour Hurricane shoes. Okay, we're going to check that out. Definitely an item to look at a little bit later on, but let's take a look at what I have as far as the depth chart. All right, here it is, folks. I mean, it's not the most gorgeous thing in the world aesthetically, but I just wanted to type it in and let you see it. But as you can see, move this chair. Just live there right there. Camera going to make. He want to make his adjustment too.
I'm good. Got my food on deck.
All right. So when we're looking at this depth chart here, you can see at the top, not a depth chart. Sorry, roster. A roster, not a depth chart, because you'll see positions all over the place. We're just seeing exactly how many positions that I am predicting, or how many players that are going to be predicted for each of these positions, and who are they? Not necessarily who's at the top, who's at the bottom, because you're going to see weird stuff as I get further down the page. But at quarterback, I just think they're going to keep two. I think Huntley is an excellent backup for Lamar. I like Brown, but he's just going to be a practice squad guy. Unless something happens to one of these two starters, I don't see them keeping beyond two quarterbacks. So if you look at that, we got Lamar Jackson and Huntley as your quarterbacks. If you move forward down the list, as long as Cameron doesn't have any debate about the quarterbacks, will move forward into.
Sorry, I got you off, bro. I think that they're setting a rule this year that because of what San Francisco went through, I think that they're going to open up an extra roster spot for a quarterback. I think it's going to be 3 because they don't. I mean, they want the games to stay competitive, and that was like one game that was like ultra uncompetitive because you didn't have a backup that was available.
Did the competition committee meet about this already?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
I think that they're passing a rule for it.
I know that in the owners' meeting in March, I think that's when all those rules came down, right? Or is it all just the submission of those rules and then the voting on them?
Submission of them, but I think that I think once they had the coaches meeting, I think they may have agreed on it.
Okay, so we'll have to check into that. So let's just say we get that third spot. I think Brown is a lock for that third quarterback spot, unless you think somebody else is good to play.
You got it.
All right, so we'll keep rolling. We over here running back now. All right, so I got the Ravens keeping 5 backs. I know I put running backs on there, but at 5 backs because of the fact we got Pat Ricard. And when it comes to Pat Ricard, of course, I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't care if Monken hasn't ran an offense like this since the Browns with a fullback. Pat Ricard is staying. I feel like they paid him too much money, and he's going to stick around this roster, and they got to figure out how to make it work. He's not going to look like he looked in Roman's offense. He's not going to be out there catching passes the majority of the time. No. I think we got too many good receivers for that, and I think that that's going to be the big change in this offense is putting receivers over Pat Ricard. So we're going to have Dobbins. We're going to have Edwards. We're going to have Justice Hill. Of course, we know he's a primary special teams type of guy, but I think that Monken is going to try and he's going to squeeze this guy and get some more juice about him. That sounded terrible. Anywho. It's going to be Hill, Ricard, and Mitchell they're going to be making the roster. I'll be honest with you. And if anything, if Mitchell don't make the roster, I think he's a lock for the practice squad, but I just don't know if he's going to pass through those waivers without being picked up because he's just a fast dude, man. He's a shifty, fast dude that could be a threat on anybody's team. And if they try to let him get to the practice squad, they're going to lose him. They're going to lose him to a good team, and he's going to come back and bite us in the butt. All right, so I got 5 guys making the roster running back. So Dobbins, Edwards, Hill, Ricard, and Mitchell. Now, the thing about Mitchell is Dobbins and Edwards, Dobbins might get franchise tag. Edwards might go see what the free agency looks like next season if they can't sign him back this year. Or I hope they do. But if not, Mitchell is there to take some of that load right there. Hill will be here for 2 years. So at the end of next year, or end of this year, excuse me, the 2 backs that we'll have on the roster under contract are actually 3. I think the weapon is out too. So the running backs that we'll have on the roster is Hill and Mitchell. Those are the only 2. So any arguments here about having 5 running backs on the roster, man?
No, I think Mitchell makes the team because if he don't, he's definitely gonna make it someplace else.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's pay some bills here. Let's see. Delicious says, "How do y'all feel about Rocky Sin?" I think you actually gave a good point on it the other day. You want to share your perspective?
If I can remember what I said the other day, and my screen went out again. What's going on? I think it's on a.
I think Rock was their number 1 corner, right? For the Raiders last year, right?
Huh? He started, but I mean, he's not the only reason that the defense was poor. And I'm not saying he's a bad corner. He's a decent corner. It could be the style. From what I know, he did a lot better in Indianapolis. So therefore, it could be, the system that they ran. As far as
you were saying he was coming back from a knee injury too, and I think you have that theory that the year after you come back from a knee injury.
No, that was on Humphrey. I mean, not Humphrey. On Marcus Peters. That's far.
Rocky Sin had a similar situation, so he had the knee injury and he was playing through his pain last year.
Oh, I didn't know he had an injury. I wasn't aware of that part.
So he was coming back from that injury, and then he was still starting, even though he was having knee issues throughout the season. And then, I think this year we're going to thrive and we're going to benefit off of him having 2 years off of this surgery or 2nd year off the surgery. So,
but I still won't be surprised when we get Peters. We need him.
Oh yeah, I think the door's still open, and Harbaugh said, "Hey, look, if it is, we don't close the door on good players." I think that's kind of where he feels on that, and I think they're just going to have to get the number right. I think Peter's got to realize that, hey, he ain't $15 million guy no more.
1 year deal.
Yeah, that's the thing. How many void years going to put on these deals nowadays? I mean, we got enough money now because Lamar has saved the Ravens close to $10 million since signing his contract because he's only getting 22 this year.
We give him a 2-year deal.
Yeah, and throw some void years in there.
You want to give him a 2-year deal?
That's apparently what we do now. We throwing out the void years. We turn into the Saints, folks. We turn into the Saints. They pulled out a credit card, man. They just like shit, like, all right, just 1 year deal. Let's put 4 void years on a 1 year deal. You're like, what? But I mean, they had to do it. It was something that needed to be done in order to get Odell here. I'm not saying that this is the normal practice, but the Ravens are getting their foot into being somewhat comfortable with void years, and they're trying to make contracts work with that. So that's okay. And even Lamar had a couple of void years put in the back end of his deal, from what I could see. But it was like for minimal amounts of money. Let's pay a couple more bills. So D says, would you move Thursday night football permanently to Saturday night? That way you wouldn't have these teams have 3 days of rest between games a couple times a year.
No, wouldn't do that because that'll take away from the NCAA.
Yeah. And I mean, y'all don't want me to get divorced, right? Like, look out for me and my family. You know what I mean? Like, if I got to watch football on Saturday too, because that's supposed to be family time. Don't get me wrong, like every once in a while I'll peek in on a college game. But if I'm watching religiously Saturday and Sunday and then Monday, this whole set might change. I mean, y'all see me over here in an apartment.
You act like you're in jail.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all be like, okay, this whole set when that's around, and I'll be messing around with the green screen a lot more because of the fact I'd be stuck in an apartment because I'd be divorced because I'd be watching the entirety too much football back to back to back. Just saying.
You act like you in jail. Like you can't. You only watching the game. You ain't going nowhere.
I get 3 hots to the cot. You know what I mean? I'm kidding. My wife's awesome. Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't want to be selfish. You feel me? Like when you're a family man, you got to give some time back to the family. That's why the show's only on Mondays and Wednesday nights. If I was out there single or whatever, I'd be like, hey, this would be like three times, maybe 4 times a week or whatever. But we make sure that we make that sacrifice for this family. So anyway, let's move forward. Lisa says, is John keeping 6 or 7 wide receivers and tight ends? Let's take a look at what I thoughts on that. All right, so you can take a look here, Lisa. You'll see that I think that we're going to keep 6 wide receivers. And unfortunately, 2 of them honestly, would think Prochet's gone. I just think that's just $1 million save there easy. And then, unfortunately, I think Demas comes in and take Wallace's place. I know that Kam Ru feels special, like a connection to Wallace, but I think Dante Demas going to come in here and just going to
tell me why though. Why do you think Demas going to do? What can he do better?
He can climb the ladder better.
Than Tyler? He's small. I mean, he can climb the ladder better.
Yeah, I think he can climb the ladder better. I think he wins in his matchups and gets a little bit more separation. This dude just elevates above opponents. It looks like bully ball when I watch Demas play.
Nah, I don't think he's doing that.
Like with Wallace, I mean, we see a couple things after the catch, but like, have we really seen anything since he came to the league? Even in preseason, I mean, we saw like little flashes, like, hey, this guy could be. Yeah. I'm hoping that Demas comes to camp, and I'm hoping he is that guy. And I mean, of course, we can hope as well because we can hope with both of them. But I just think, like, as far as upside, I think Demas is, well, one, he's got a little bit more shelf life because if Wallace don't show up this year, he gone. Demas could actually have a mess up year and still get put on a practice squad, still have an opportunity to shine.
He probably going to practice squad. I don't see him like. I don't see. I think he's going to be 7, in my opinion, if he does make it. But
yeah, I
don't. As far as what you were saying is about his game. He's taller than Tyler, but he's not. I don't see anything better than. I haven't seen nothing on tape of him that makes me feel like he that much better than Tyler. Like I don't see nothing. I'll be honest with you. I don't see nothing. Like he's not faster than him. I don't see the big separation. And he climbs the ladder, but Tyler climbs the ladder too, and Tyler got better hands than he do. Demas is not a big. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes you see him. He reminds me of Quentin. It's not as fast.
You think he catches with the body too much?
I'm calm. Tyler don't catch with the body at all.
So I gotta see more Tyler. It's just like a what have you done for me lately type of situation when it comes to Tyler. Where and I know that's kind of a double standard. Like, we haven't seen Demas yet, but I mean, I'm looking at Demas and I'm like, hey, this guy was brought in here for a reason. They brought him in not just as a camp body, but a guy to come in here and compete in every camp. What have we seen from Wallace?
You only been 2 camps.
And that's what I'm saying. That's 2 that Demas hasn't been at. And if Demas comes to this camp and actually produces, and Tyler doesn't, where does that put Tyler?
His rookie year, he produced, but Harbaugh don't play nobody. He ain't gonna play you this your first rounder. Second year, he had the injury like with his knee, but when you put him out on the field, the ball's in Tyler's area, he's catching the ball. I haven't seen him have 1 drop.
Going back to your point of the first rounders, I mean, right now we got 4 first round. We got 4 first rounders, right?
So we gotta get an opportunity.
So hopefully he's gonna get that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, who are they gonna get these opportunities to? Is it just going to be, these first rounders, or are these guys actually going to get their opportunities? And then like, what are they going to do with that? And of course, you got a couple other guys who are hungry, who want to try and make this team. And I mean, can we even say that Aguilar is safe? Are we saying that or not?
He's safe.
You think he's safe? Okay.
You ain't gonna pay nobody $6 million to sit there and play with his toes.
Yeah, that's true.
Work. Our start, he ain't getting starter money. That's like Rocky Sin. I don't think he got starter money. He got to compete.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be the backup. He'd be the third. But he ain't get starter money. Like, people automatically assume that he's gonna be a starter. We talked about Brandon Stevens going to the safety, and that's why I was like, he's gonna go back because he's better in the slot. He played the nickel, and he played corner at SMU.
Mm-hmm.
But
Lisa said that Demas can fly. Say he's speedy.
Lisa, he that 4.5 say something else. He not. Look.
Here go a good one here. Then D says, "Who gets the phantom? Who gets the phantom? The IR injury? End up cutting a little skin off of their fingernail, or cutting a little fingernail skin right there, and then they could put on IR. I don't know. Who tripped in the shower just one time, got a little shoulder injury. They got put on IR for the rest of the year.
No, I think that my opinion is that this is going to be the first time in a while. Well, not the first time in a while, because sometimes we have kept 7 receivers, but I think this particular year we will keep 7 receivers because we have the type of offense that we are going to run. Everybody's looking at Georgia, how he ran into Georgia, but he used what was there. Before that, this dude is the king of the air raid offense. He's the king of the spread offense. He's done all of those things. So you're gonna need an extra body. You're gonna need those 7 receivers. And then at the end of the day, when you low on the totem pole, for some apparent reason, 4th, 5th, 6th rounder, you gotta show up in special teams. That I do give Tylen. Tylen is a good gunner. He's been doing well. But he gotta wait. All he can do is wait for his opportunity. Every time he come out there and they ask him to produce, he produce. But you killing his legs on where you going? What happened to you? Hello? Oh, we having technical difficulty today. I don't know what's going on. Couch? You're not even talking. What the hell?
I'll be right back, bro. I just gotta handle something right quick.
Oh, I was like, what happened? So from the tape, Lisa, I really didn't see him being explosive. I saw him making some great catches, but I don't think that I think people writing Tylen Wallace off, and Tylen hasn't really got the opportunity to show himself. James has got more of an opportunity than he has. So we gotta see. Big Reg, what's going on? Hello, Brooke. You didn't say nothing, punk. Nana Raven here. Oh, boy. I hope y'all had a great weekend. Because everybody's saying what's up to everybody. I mean, I don't know if they're going to get rid of Prochet. How, Brooke?
Hey, somebody say Prochet?
Yeah, Jose. Jose Brother Prochet said get rid of Prochet.
Oh man, who said it? Who said it?
Nana.
It's a lot of people in the room here, man. Hey, what's happening, Brooke? Oh, she just said hey to Dre, not hey to me. Okay, fine.
Yeah, she said hey Dre. I ain't hear no hey y'all, hey Cam, hey Couch. Ain't say nothing. Hi Jermaine. Ain't say nothing.
Can you feel the love tonight? Nope, not at all.
None. Not one.
Big Red, so he brings up a good point. They might both be gone. This is
might be gone, but you're a 4th rounder.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough camp. It's gonna be. I'm talking like every single headline, every single article that gets written could be a possible. I mean, it might be the last words you hear from them. It might be an opportunity to market them, just like we talked about last year. Like they kept talking about how good Prochet was at camp, and honestly, I think they were trying to market Prochet to other teams. It's just nobody was biting on that. This might be one of those situations this year at camp that they say, hey, look, we're gonna try to trade somebody off for a 5th or 6th rounder
I'm listening to you,
to
bro.
collect those picks. You know what I mean? So, Brooke did say hi. There she go. She said hi, Jermaine.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get? Did she say hi to you? I don't think she said hi to you. Dang.
Nope.
She said, I said, hey, when I came in, it applied to everybody. Okay. All right. Lisa says, how does getting rid of James Prochet make any sense? Well, the thing about this is a guy who really, we were like, hey, we believe in what the slot is going to be with the Ravens. And this is a guy who had opportunities to step up due to injuries. And I mean, I don't know if either Robinson took some of his snaps or if he just didn't show up. But of course, everybody's like really heartbroken over that last pass. The last pass in their mind is the drop tip in the back of the end zone, and it looks like it's like right in his hands, and they're gonna hold that against him because that's just how people are. They're harsh as all get out.
You gotta blame that on Giro. You can't blame that on him.
I mean, there's a lot that we could blame.
Ran that foolery.
Yeah, we could put blame all around the place. I mean,
well, for that play,
I'm talking about just for the loss in general. But you can't just sit here and they trying to put the whole loss on Prochet. Like there's a lot of people who say, no, we would have been somewhere if it wasn't for Prochet.
No, that was against Denver. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about there was a pass that he dropped at the back of the end zone against Cincinnati, didn't he?
No, he stepped out of bounds. But that was the last game of the season. Nobody cared.
Yeah. So it was like, they see Prochet and all they see is heartbreak. That's kind of what they're seeing right now. And so they're trying to hold that against him as he goes forward.
He wasn't well, first of all, he wasn't going to take DeMarcus Robinson's spot anyway, because Robinson's playing on the outside.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think, when it comes to Prochet, like, can you pigeonhole him into one spot? You know what I mean? Yes, right now, because there's a lot of positions on the outside, people that can play on the outside and the inside. But like, are we putting Prochet in one spot? I mean, he's the same height as some of these other performers that can go and do both.
It don't matter his height, just the fact that for him, as far as him to be able to separate on the outside against a bigger corner, may be a problem. So that's why he works better in the slot. Like that's just like Julian Edelman. You ain't never see Julian Edelman on the outside. It's rare if you saw him on the outside.
Yeah, definitely rare you saw him on the outside.
Exactly. So it's not about.
I mean, Jules. I was talking how tall was Jules though, and I mean he was a tactician. He was a tactician on the inside though too.
And he was quicker and fast, and he was a punt returner. So that helped. But the same thing. Look, we got 3 slot receivers. Duvernay is a slot receiver. He shouldn't even be on the outside. He can work the outside a little bit, but he don't have that. Prochet is a slot receiver. Who else have we got that was a slot receiver? I'm talking about just last year.
Who else? Bateman have been a slot a few times.
Who?
Bateman.
Yeah, but Bate can play it all.
He can play it all. He can play both on the outside and inside. The same thing with Odell. He gonna be inside. He gonna be out.
No, I ain't talking about Odell. I'm talking about this last year alone.
Oh, okay.
Right now, you got those. You got the 2-3 slot receivers, and then you really don't have any. Like we didn't have any outside receivers once Bateman went down. We had DeMarcus. And that's why they brought in Tyler. I mean, not Tyler. That's why they brought in Sammy Watkins, because they needed somebody.
Jose talking crazy right quick, man.
Rap.
He said, yo, Cam, peep this. Roman is from Jersey. I'm about to go visit him and put him with the fishes in the huts. What is wrong with you? You got some serious issues, Jose. They want to try to take your retirement, bro. So give James Prochet a chance instead of slapping him in the face. I think she's talking to you, Cam. I think for me, when it come to Prochet, I feel like he had he's had some opportunities.
Hold up. Why is it put on me?
Yeah, I ain't slapping him in the face. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is he's had some opportunities and they haven't gone as great as we would hope. I thought last year, like, dude, this is the year that he is going to, he's going to thrill, he's going to shine.
He showed some flashes. He played good in the Tampa Bay game.
Yeah.
He played good in the Saints game. It's not like he hasn't had flashes. He's had flashes with the offensive scheme. it was trash. It was trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was.
Anna says, talking about Prochet, but it's okay for Marlon to get beat every time he's up against a top receiver. I don't know if that's
What we
is that factual?
Does it sound like a lot of people y'all want beef tonight?
I feel like they want smoke. I feel like this is a call out. I mean,
what's going on, yo?
I'm gonna just leave it up there. I'm gonna let you handle that part. You know.
Let me go back.
I'll fix my light and bring myself out of darkness. You know what I mean?
Stop acting like you from. Stop showing everybody what Jersey City about. I don't need that type of energy on here. Don't nobody need to know my past history and anything other than the fact I'm from Jersey City. They don't need to know all the ignorance. Chill out. We ain't throwing nobody going in the Hudson River. Be cool. Anyway.
They want all the smoke tonight, man.
Oh, Andy's in South Jersey. We don't care. We don't care about him. He's from South Jersey. You don't care. Get away from that soda, sir. Get away from that soda, sir. You're supposed
what you talking about? I just peeking in here, you know, just trying to see what was happening, make sure the light was on.
Brooke, you better talk to that.
What she said? What Brooke did now?
Talk to your boy, man. He's supposed to be drinking water. Talk to him.
What you talking about? Yeah. Don't listen to that. That's just sound effects. You know, we bring in. We got our special sound effects here now, and this is a figment of. This is special effects here. That's all it is.
You're supposed to be drinking water. I don't have any more here. You're supposed to be drinking water, sir. That's what
I think I do all right still. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Long as it ain't here.
Oh yeah.
Go here.
That's why the laptop is there, because it's kind of blocks the belly. So you don't see the belly.
I'll turn it to the black Santa in a minute.
Look. All right, let's see. Lisa says, I'm not blaming you, Kam Ru.
I know.
Brooke says, okay, Nana says, Brooke, go back and watch the tape. He really does. Oh, Marlo. Oh, this is the Marlo slander. You want to address this?
Screensaver keep going on. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, so the Marlo slander. Did you want to address the Marlo slander?
I don't leave my boy alone.
Like I think Marlo has ups and downs. Just like any other corner in this league. The reps that they take back to back to back, you're gonna give up some plays. It's gonna be some dog. Justin Jefferson is gonna make plays on Marlon Humphrey, but Marlo gonna get his as well. I mean, when you looked at Deion and you looked at Michael Irvin, or, you know what I'm saying, or Jerry Rice and Deion, there was gonna be a brawl. You're gonna see some good plays, and you're gonna see some plays that was given up by Deion, and vice versa. You're gonna see some full-on highlight catches by those elite receivers, and then you're gonna see some plays where they get full-on escorted to the sideline.
Let me give
Marlo is probably he is one of the best corners we've ever had.
Yeah, he is. Just to give y'all a little sight on it, I think everybody thinks Primetime is probably the best corner to ever play the game.
Oh yeah.
When this is before Sterling, I used to like when I played ball, I used to like study everybody, especially studying Brown because that's like my favorite player. But when he used to play, he played against Shannon. He played against Sterling Sharp. No, I didn't have protein pasta.
No, she was talking about me. So water and protein pasta from now on, Jermaine.
Yeah, he don't want none of the protein pasta.
Like I'm waiting on that call from Mountain Dew so they can go ahead and sponsor the show.
No, if you ever get a chance, you can find old footage. Deion played against Sterling Sharp. Sterling was giving Prime the business. Like, and he said it. He's like, yo, he's the hardest receiver I ever played against. Sterling Sharp used to give him all types of problems. If y'all know who Sterling Sharp is, Shannon Sharp's brother, he would have been on his way to being a Hall of Famer until
we ain't even got to go that far back. We can go back to a Super Bowl. Was it 2 years ago now? When Jamar Chase gave Jalen Ramsey the business. I mean, you can look at Jalen Ramsey. He is still one of the most coveted corners in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
He just happens to not have a great day against Jamar Chase. And Jamar Chase is, he's just some type of phenom. But also you've seen opportunities where Jamar Chase wasn't on his game, and then Joe Burrow comes out at the beginning of the last year, this past season, trying to target his top wide receivers. This dude threw like 3 picks in one game against the Steelers, I think, coming out the gate, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
There are gonna be times when those receivers they're not gonna look as great, and there's gonna be times when corners not gonna look as great. It's a ton of reps that they're taking. I mean, we talked about it last the last I want to say video where some of these corners they're taking 360 some snaps and more.
If you
And
really,
that was just for somebody who played 9 games.
but if y'all really want to talk about it, really want to bring Marlowe up. If I'm not mistaken, Marlowe's the only corner that didn't allow a touchdown last year at all
There you go.
in the playoffs.
And that's the thing, sometimes it's a bend don't break type situation. Like you sit there and you got this corner who may be giving up a little bit of yardage down the field here and there, but
He still don't
and
get
again,
the
did they
credit.
get scored on? Huh?
He still don't get the credit he deserves because he shouldn't. I mean,
You know why? It's because of the whole macaroni and cheese talk. I'll be honest with you. That's what it is.
no.
He came out there and he dissed Chick-fil-A and mac and cheese. Everybody came for that boy through.
What you talking about?
What you see him on Twitter?
What are you talking about?
No, it was on. Remember, he's on Twitter. And he was talking about the different foods, and he actually made a huge stance against mac and cheese. And then he came out and said, Chick-fil-A, I don't see what the deal is. I'm not really interested or whatever.
Oh,
He didn't see what all the talk was about. Hang on. I'll be right back. Hang on.
This man keep disappearing, boy. He getting yelled at. Something going on upstairs. He is a little weird though, Brooke. I think he's just having a good time. He has Marlo has charisma to venture into other things. And I could see him doing, I don't know, talk shows and stuff, like just funny, quirky stuff though that people would just be interested in because he has a free spirit. You can tell in the way he is. He loves to have a good time. Oh, that man work hard though. I can't deny that. He works hard.
Yeah, I think like I say, he'll definitely be on some type of talk show or have his. I mean, he's got his own show. He's got the 44 show already for the Ravens. But I think this is a guy you would love to see on NFL Network when he retires because he has common sense. He brings a lot of fun to the show. He's got that great TV personality to where he's good with interviews, and he just brings that charisma. I like Marlo, and I think I like him in the future after he retires.
Yeah, I think I even think he the way he is though. I don't know if he wants to do that, but I could see him, becoming an actor and doing comedies, being in comedies, being in certain things. Like he has the personality that that you'd be like, oh, you stupid.
Is he still living in the camper with Snowflake? I think his house, the Oasis, is finished.
Yeah,
or is it the Marquee Oasis? I think is what it's called.
It's done. He was in,
and he got a house in the inner city as well.
He's looking over the water. He said,
"Yeah,
house is fire."
So he wears a ref shirt and cowboy boots off at the river. Yeah, that's our guy. He's just having fun, man.
How you gonna make fun of that man? He from the South. Leave that man alone.
He just having fun with it. He having fun with it. I got a fly in here and it's bothering the crap.
South. Leave that man alone.
All right, so let's move on. We talked about the wide receiver position. Let's move forward into the next spot that we need to take a good look as far as the depth. We always go deep into the wide receivers here. Just what we do. But we'll move forward. Brooke, I need you off my screen. Brooke says she from the South and she would never wear a referee shirt.
He from the Carolina. He from the sticks. You ain't from the sticks. What part of Carolina you from? I thought you were from the
Them people in Carolina, they got that twang. I ain't hear that twang out of her, man.
Oh, bro?
Yeah.
I'm from Detroit. She lying.
All right, so here we go. We are at we talked about the wide receivers. I think there's going to be a debate when it comes to that final 6 slot. But then, if we move over to tight end, we're sitting here. Andrews, Likely, Kolar. Is there any reason to debate any of that?
Nope. Got Hydra right there. That's what they should call themselves. Hydra. We had it called Hydra.
Okay.
Take
next
one out. I want to get you because I think all 3 of them gonna get busy this year.
Oh yeah, I think likely is definitely going to explode on this on the scene.
Oh, he already did.
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
think it's going to look even better than before.
no, I'm talking about Kohler because everybody not thinking about Kohler.
Oh yeah,
They're likely. They're aware of Andrews.
oh yeah,
You about to see Andrews Jr.
yeah. Hmm. All right, so of course we're done with tight end. We look at tight end. That's pretty solid.
Your soda, sip it on your soda.
No man, I got to be chill back leaning on the soda, man. All right, so we talked about running backs, talked about quarterbacks, offensive line. Do we see any discrepancies on this list for offensive line? So of course we got Stanley. We can't cut him because it's just too much of a daggone price to pay. His dead cap number is ridiculous. Plus when he's healthy, he's one of the top performers in the league. Moses, I believe that's a given. We're keeping this guy. We definitely need that right side of the line secure. Zeiler, last year under contract. Looking forward to keeping this guy around a little longer. Makari, just to do it all. Every time he has been called up to do whatever, except for center, he has been exceptional. And I think even if he got reps at center, if something were to happen to Linderbaum, he would come in and do a decent job. I'm not going to say he'd be phenomenal, but he would do decent. Then there's Amave Alalu. It's a draft pick from this year, and I don't think he's going anywhere. They're going to give him an opportunity. Voorhees keeps a job for LA. I think they hadn't seen enough out of yet, and so I think he ain't going nowhere. Linderbaum, of course, first round center, definitely not leaving anywhere. And then you got the squirrel eater, Cleveland. I think that's your guy. I'm not as high on Cleveland, but I think you have watched a little bit more tape or individual tapes on him and are able to see his potential.
I seen 2 games against him playing against the Steelers.
Okay.
Started. If you look at both of those games, that was the highest rushing average we ever had. Period. Both games, and he started. As far as Voorhees is going to be on IR for the rest. He's not playing the season.
Travis said never put Makari at center.
Yeah, facts. Voorhees won't be playing this year.
You got a nightmare still about it.
You heard me?
What?
Voorhees, he won't be playing this year. He's
oh yeah, he's out. He's out. But so okay, we'll say he's on IR. It's based on that. It'll be on IR for the year. So that leaves a slot open for a different player to come in and shine. And I'm thinking that's going to be, I think it's Simpson.
Mm-hmm. We're going to see. Somebody step up.
Yeah, so that leaves something. It leaves somebody, a dream chaser, to come in and take a slot. Yep. And so I think that's where you're going to find one of those undrafted free agents to
we need a back. So that'll be what they'll be looking for because we don't have a backup center now.
And then, when it comes down to it, you can probably move that over to another spot, to another position. That might be an opportunity for somebody to make it on this chart even more. I mean, who's to say like we got 6 corners? We might have 7. You know how Harv's feels that we can't have enough corners.
So we on corners now?
No, we are on corners. So let's move on down there because I think O-line, we figured that out. I mean, you already know who your starters are going to be, and it's just going to be going down the chart to figure out who's going to fill the holes after that. And based on what we drafted, what's currently there, I mean, it's clear. Next, corners. So, of course, Marlowe, no matter how much y'all hate on this guy, he is that starter for the Ravens and one of the best corners that we've ever had. Rocky Sin, he is going to stick around. I think, maybe Peters comes along and gets signed eventually. I did not put him on this, but maybe I should have. And then Jalen Armour-Davis, he got a job. Caillou Blue, he's sticking around because he just got drafted. Demarion Williams was one of those ones I was like, all right, I'm not sure. Maybe we want to see what he can do at camp.
Pepe?
Huh?
Pepe?
Yeah.
He's staying, bro. Come on.
Pepe staying? Did Pepe show enough? I mean, it's going to be, like I said, it's competition. There's a lot of corners right now.
Come on, man. second year. You trying to just cut jokers for free agents. You
I
can't.
said maybe. I'm like, dude, the guy's he got to compete. He got to go in there and compete. It's not going to be given to him, right?
He did play last year. It's only his second year.
Yeah. So I think Pepe sticks around, but I think, like I said, he got to come in there and he really got to show what's up. Because, I mean, Seymour is not going to just come in and say, hey, y'all ain't, like 2 years in a row, he's not going to say, y'all finna walk all over me, man.
Seymour only there for special teams. Seymour ain't better than Pepe. He ain't never get more burn than Pepe did.
It was high on Seymour last year. I'm not saying he gonna beat him out, but I'm thinking Seymour he gonna take somebody. He gonna try his best to take somebody's job because I know he ain't just there for special teams.
Who was
Seymour. I'm thinking that dude might actually come and he might actually show up this year.
You see how you scratch your neck? Somebody, whoever was high on him, was doing this. Yeah. Nobody was high on Seymour. Cut it out.
Wow, then. All right, so Travis says Pepe looked good.
Thank you, Trav.
Then Big Red says Pepe played better than Armour Davis.
Well, he didn't play. He played better than Armour Davis in the slot. Armour Davis. That was the thing in the beginning of the season. These jokers they don't have the damn system now.
Yeah, the thing is, I just want to see him with more reps. It's got to be an opportunity to get.
What I'm saying,
guys more reps.
If you saying head up, man to man, he had one. Armour Davis had one bad game. He didn't play. What's the name? He didn't play bad in the Miami game. He got burnt in the Miami game because he playing the wrong coverage. That's the problem with the whole system going in. That was the reason. It's all the communications. Everybody they doing the cover 0. He thinking they in the cover 2. So I don't want to say he played better than Armour Davis. I understand where he coming from, but and then on top of that, Armour Davis he didn't stay healthy enough to be on the field to do what he needs to do. When you put him at corner. And hopefully by this year, obviously he's a smart dude. He should have the system down. I don't know why this keep going to a screensaver. It's annoying me. He'll be better and he'll understand the system, but also Kyle Hamilton will be better because that was the reason why Tyreek Hill was wide open because he was supposed to be back there. But that's what happens when you're a rookie. Now going back to Pepe is a slot corner and he can play safety. So he has that diversity. He has that versatility.
Well, like right now, what we need him to play safety for? I mean, we got Stevens there.
Depending on the package, depending on the sub package, sometimes he does that. Sometimes they have him do that. But he's the nickel corner. He's going to start at one particular time. If he's going to start this year, he's damn sure going to start next year. I don't see. That's the only thing Rock is saying. I don't think everybody's saying he's an outside corner, but he can play the nickel. Rock Ya-Sin is what we were supposed to have in Kyle Fuller last year.
Okay.
I had to bring back Peters.
Now, if you have, let's just say we run into a situation to where we need somebody to play the slot once again. You trust in, are we moving Marlowe back to the slot and keeping Rock on the outside or vice versa?
If we have Peters?
Let's say we don't have Peters. Let's say injury happens to, I don't know. Let's basically say there's a scenario where we have to move one of those two back to the slot. Who are you moving?
It depends. I move Marlowe anywhere, but it depends on who we playing. If their best receiver is not in the slot, then you won't have to keep Marlowe on the outside. It just all depends on the coverage and depends on who we playing.
Yeah, I guess so, all right. So we, of course, let's say we playing the Bengals. And we already know that Jamar can move all over the place, but most time I think he gets busy in the slot.
They did it last year. Wherever majority of the time, unless Peters was playing, Peters played in both of those games. But
yeah, I think he definitely needs to travel. Marlon needs to just travel with him.
Tell me, Chase had a good game last year against Marlon. Don't worry,
that first game, no, he did not.
Not in the playoffs either.
Yeah, I mean, the defense looked amazing in the playoffs. I felt like there were one or two plays that they were giving up, but I mean that's just gonna happen. But I think honestly, they put them they put the offense in the best position to compete last year.
I was laughing at Reg. My bad. Go ahead.
I was like, the defense they put the offense in the best position to compete in the playoffs last year. Mm-hmm. And down the stretch, I mean, they were one of the top 5 defenses in the league towards the end of the season.
Now, this is just me, y'all. This is my opinion. Next year, now I hope Patrick Queen stays. But if he doesn't,
I'm like, damn, bro. Is he that bad? I mean, bro.
That's why I was laughing.
You just come out and just he might be watching.
You know now.
Yeah, trip, bro.
Anyway.
Question Brooks says, do you think Peters is coming back?
Yes.
I say yes. Like I said, I just think they have to get the price right. Right now, Peters is not getting any action on the outside right now. I'm pretty sure the Giants have at least taken a flyer and said, hey, what's up? You know the Jets have probably already called up and say, y'all got some Ravens. We got plenty of package right now, but y'all got some Ravens we can get. And, of course, he might take an opportunity there. But I just don't think the market is very high on him. He's trying to get the price right. And I think he might come back to the Ravens for like maybe $5 a year, which is a full-on $10 million cut from what he's normally used to getting at that 15. So, that's probably a big prize swallower for him to realize he's not that same dude.
I don't think he want to go anyplace else than here because ain't nobody going to accept him like we accept him. Ain't going to be able to do what he did before anyplace else.
I agree.
You know what I mean? It's hard for people to leave here. He done been in 3 teams.
Mm-hmm.
This is your third squad. This is your third spot. After a while, I mean, it'd be different if you were injured or you just wanted to go. You done been in 3 teams in your corner. It's kind of hard, bro. You rather look. You home, man. Just stay home. He is a Raven. They want him back, and Hobbs love him. So even if they had the argument, he still love him.
So let's look at that chart again. Let's say he comes back. We carrying 7 corners. Sorry, because right now I'm looking at Humphrey, Rocky Sin, Homer Davis, Caillou, Pepe, and then Trayvon Mullen.
Mullen, either he will or he won't make the team.
So you think Mullen is more of a practice squad until let's just say we sign Peters? You think Mullen is gone, or at least practice squad, and then probably brought in during the season?
Yeah, at least practice squad, but
and one of them that kind of crushed me as I was making this chart. I was like, where do I put Worley? I thought for sure Worley, he showed some potential.
Practice squad.
You said what?
Worley going right to practice squad.
Yeah. All right.
Worley going right to practice squad. He already going practice squad.
Let's see here. Brooks says. I don't think he'd want to go anywhere else either. He said, we let him be him.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Nana says Peter was badly injured. We need to bring him back.
Yeah. It'll be a full year. Keep working. He'd be good.
Philly is Georgia happy. Yeah, that's basically they just took the whole SEC and shoved them on one team. It's like we'll take all of Philly. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Can't be mad at them.
Georgia would just move right on into Philly. They all a city of brotherly love. This is getting ridiculous here. It's all brothers from another team.
They went and got the whole defense. I can't be mad at them one bit.
I feel you. All right, so we'll move on. Let's move into the defensive ends. We see any discrepancies there? We got Matabike, Urban, and Robinson. I moved Robinson over there to the defensive end because the dude's 6'6".
You move instead of putting him with the outside linebackers? Is that why?
Yeah, I just figured I was like they'll be rotating this guy in multiple positions.
I think you have Matabike listed in the wrong position.
I think BK could probably be at NT or DT.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna play no 5 technique. He ain't gonna be a DN. That's the only thing I like, but I don't like about Matabike. He only a 3 technique. He really ain't. You're not sliding him no place else on the line. Washington, on the other hand, can play up and down the line. His is only going to be that nose tackle. Jones, he can obviously play nose and D tackle.
That's what guy cannot wait to see this year. This dude's gonna blow up. Jones gonna completely explode through that line and Kool-Aid man somebody. I'm telling you, it's gonna be nasty the way this guy. Like watching him play. I think before he got injured, I think in the preseason, he was like explosive, man.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna be good. He was showing flashes of it last year, but he's gonna definitely be on it this year. Excuse
me. Travis says, "Oh yeah," for the Kool-Aid man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that guy. All right, so moving over. So we are at defensive ends. Let's move over to middle linebackers. So we of course we still see Queen sitting there with Smith and Simpson. I mean, that leaves a couple of people out on the streets. That's Welch. I mean, Harrison moves over to a different position, and then I think there was one other guy. Was it Moss? No, not Moss. Moon? Nope. He was outside linebacker. I'm trying to think. Got to pull it up.
What are you talking about?
Just a couple of the middle linebackers that are going to be left out in the cold if the Ravens only keep 3 of these guys.
They're probably going to keep 4 though.
Because I mean, we got Roquan, we got Trent Simpson, and we got Pat Queen and Harrison. But like I said, we think Harrison is going to move to the outside. And then, so Delshawn Phillips, Christian Welch, and Josh Ross.
They just re-signed both of them because they're great special teams players.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm smacking.
I think that's where that's where that slot's going to go. The slot for the offensive line, because there's going to be one open. I think they keep 8, maybe 9 offensive linemen, and then one of those positions goes over to the middle linebacker. If we're talking about just what we can do to keep the 53. Brooks says you smacking.
Yep, I said I am. I sure am. Yeah, somebody didn't cook for me again.
Says, why do they put DEs as outside linebackers? Well, if you go look at it in the draft, they usually just call it edge. So, because it's hard, but like you're going to see a lot of the interoperability. They're going to be asked to do some things that are similar, and then sometimes it's just going to be like, hey, you are there, you're there, hand in the ground. Sometimes you're going to be in a motorcycle stance, depending on like, hey, you got to adjust to what your defense coordinator is asking you to do. And then, I mean, they're trying to figure that out before camp or right around camp. Is like, hey, what can you do? Can you play outside linebacker, even though we drafted you as that DE?
Well, so let's see. On top of that, just to add on, we run a base defense would require a DN and 2 outside linebackers because it is a 3-4, even though we run a hybrid amoeba defense. So that's why it's a DN in this situation. Suppose if we ran a 4-3, it's 2 defense ends instead of outside linebacker.
Yeah.
Again, like you said, just the edge. Go ahead.
Brooks says, so we keeping Queen for next season?
Nope. I don't want to be honest with you. I want to, but I don't want to.
I think there's gotta be a reconciliation.
No,
I feel like
we got real moist on me. Moist. I like moist. I like moist dudes, yo. We men, we gonna be men. Don't get up there and scrub your network. You scrubbed your whole social media right after the season was over. All Raven stuff. You scrubbed it all out. And then when we go draft a linebacker, it's like, oh, sheesh. Stop, bro. If you're not the starting quarterback, guess what? We drafted another one of you.
I guess when it comes down to it, I mean, if you tell me that you're not picking up my 5th year option to give me millions of dollars more.
Stop.
What?
That happened way before. This is just you talking about the 5th year option right now. He dropped the social media back in February, boss.
Yeah, I'm thinking they probably told him back then, like, dude, like we just signed Roquan. We're not going to sign 2 middle linebackers to multi-million-dollar deals. You're not getting your money.
So why say sheesh? Like he's surprised then. Why be surprised? That sounds like somebody.
From an owner standpoint, if we was the owners or whatever like that, it's probably like you can't look at it like it's going to be a surprise.
What?
But like with him, yeah, it's probably like, hey, it's heartbreak because of the fact that they just went with a cheaper option. That's basically what they did. That's probably what he's seeing. Like, oh, they got my replacement and they got it for cheap, so they don't have to actually pay a 5th-year option to this Simpson guy.
You hold
But
on.
they got a guy who can do the things that I can do, probably tackle a little bit better in open space, but is not
I'm giving
it's not as expensive.
You take that down, brother. I can't. It's killing me real quick. Take that down real quick. Hold on.
The keeping the queen.
Yeah, take that down.
Abandon to it. You want the whole thing.
Visual. So I can look at you.
So I mean, you gotta look at it like this is a team. This is a team that took a chance on him. This is the first LSU player that they don't drafted. What's up?
Hold on, Brooke. You taping? Make sure you tape this. What you say now? I want you to justify Queen's nonsense. Justify the moistness, please.
Justify. Okay, so look, they ain't in love with him. They not in love with him. They told him like, hey, we not signing you back. And he probably sitting there like, well, obviously they plan on looking at trading me, or at least that's what they were thinking about as far as not giving it the 5th-year option. I mean, they already told him. They probably told him that before way before they announced it. So of course he's in his feelings a bit, but I mean maybe there's an opportunity for reconciliation.
Hold on. So let me get this straight before I respond. You saying the reason why he got so moist and acting real moist?
Use that 3-letter word again.
Is because, all right, you say EDC said, listen, we probably ain't gonna be able to, or you just saying you didn't even say we probably not gonna be able to trade you, or we probably not gonna sign you. He just said it, and then okay, he went home and scrubbed his social media. Y'all ain't gonna keep me, so he in his feelings. Okay. Months later,
I mean, Justice Hill did the same thing.
Hold up. He in his feelings. He in his feelings now. This is February. In my feelings. March. We talked about this with how he scrubbed it back in February. March soon by. April comes. The draft is here. Now you already know, like, wow. I'm going. So let me figure out who they're gonna trade me to. Let me help them because I understand this is a business. You gotta control what you can control. That's at the end of the day, that's what it is. Right? Now, unless it was the number one, unless you're the quarterback, you have to expect your position to get drafted. I don't care unless you just getting paid out the wazoo. And even if you are, you got to expect them to draft your position.
Yeah.
Right? Because in all actuality, there's other than the center, there's 2 of everything, just about. Yes? Now, every position.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go on back to it. So now this man got upset. He saw Trent Simpson, not a 1st-round draft pick, but a 3rd-round draft pick. So you intimidated by a 3rd-round draft pick, or you intimidated by the fact that this dude is good? Because he is good. Trenton Simpson, technically, between him and Sanders, from the one that went to Denver from Arkansas.
That boy good.
Yeah. Those are the top 2. Those are the top 2 linebackers that I don't know how Jack Campbell jumped over both of them. Maybe he just fit the system better. But
I pay Queen a 4-year deal, slightly below his value. Tried of being worried about linebacker. It's been 10 years.
I'm out. Hold up, we ain't done.
All right. Oh, thanks for that. By the way, thanks for.
I ain't got my quarterback signed. EDC probably already broke that down to him. If as far as money wise, we don't even have to. Even if it wasn't about Lamar, we didn't have the cap space. If Lamar would have did the franchise tag, we would have never had the cap space to do both of them anyway. So he knew what it was. Somebody said moist. Bro, Rez, you can't tell me PQ ain't moist. Tell me ain't moist. Talking about
I think yeah, he definitely in his feelings. I think, but there's still he didn't say anything that would tell the Ravens organization, yo, screw you, I'm not playing you for you anymore. He just scrubbed his Twitter.
But the thing is, we couldn't pay him anyway though, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, we were over the cap. If Lamar didn't have the deal, right? If he didn't get that deal done, And on top of that, he didn't get the deal done until what, that Tuesday? When was it? When did he come in and sign? Tuesday or Wednesday? Now we ain't closing it out yet, bro. That Tuesday or Wednesday. We got time on this one. I'm good for tomorrow. Hold on, pause. We got time. Moist. 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 You can fire me all you want, but PQ being moist, and y'all know it. It's soft, yo. Too soft. Yo,
don't.
Moist. 12.5 million, bro. We couldn't pay him that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn, you didn't see Chase Young get all sensitive when they didn't give him the 17.5 million. That's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be different if it was like, yo, they just drafted another linebacker to replace him. You drafted somebody that's versatile to play safety and linebacker.
Yeah.
And he's good. Yo, you can't look at his tape. Big Reg, how you feel about Trent Simpson? Delish, how you feel about Trent Simpson? Because I know y'all watch college ball. How you feel about Trent?
Big Red said, pause. We're not talking about another man being wet.
I don't deal with moist dudes. Can't hang around them. Can't be friends with them. Can't nothing.
Yeah. I just think, I think there's still opportunity for him to reconcile. I don't know if the money's going to be there next year. I think that if he comes in, Camp with a good attitude, comes in, competes, and then if he comes in and helps mentor this guy, man, mentor Simpson.
He ain't gonna mentor. He already intimidated by him, bro.
They come in with that good attitude. They work things out. Maybe Baltimore figures out a way to make something work. Maybe it's not Roquan money.
That was on him. Like you scrubbed everything. Moist.
He's still going on. All right, Travis says PQ trade then maybe. I think it's just you gotta find the right dance partner right now.
Look, you can't be that sensitive, man. They're just too sensitive for me, bro. He gotta clear that up.
He's more of a nickel?
He came in his freshman year, he played safety.
Okay.
That's how he was a linebacker in high school. His freshman year, he played safety. He can cover tight ends. That's what they got him. He can.
That's why I say I see Fred Warner when I look at this guy. That's just me.
He can probably get to that point, but right now he's as far as being he can be the big nickel, but he can also play weak side linebacker. But he's moist, yo. I don't deal with moist dudes. I ain't got no moist friends.
She is never cooking dinner for you. Lick Red says, listen, a female can be moist, but a man cannot.
Hey, if I call a dude moist, that's better than me calling him the P word. I'm not doing that on here. I ain't gonna disrespect my boys.
I refuse.
You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying when I call a dude moist? I'm calling him.
He's in his feelings.
I'm calling him. Nah, I ain't calling him in his feelings. I'm calling him. I can say it in a different language. Maybe
he's a kitty. He's a kitty.
Yeah, he's a kitty. Yeah, kitty. All right. Yeah, kitty. Yep. Moist.
All right. Chris says NFL teams be doing too much. They need to keep Queen. That's funny.
If you want to stay, he act like you don't want to be there.
Like I said, I just think there's got to be an opportunity for the reconcile because, like I said, he didn't cuss out the Ravens. He didn't go and dish the defense coordinator. He didn't do any of those things. He had a tweet and he had a strip of his social media.
I ain't calling him weak too easy. No, I ain't calling him weak. No. Moist. That's the most disrespectful thing you could say to a man. Moist.
Stop it. Wildin'.
You moist, B.
All right, we'll take one last peek at this chart, and then we'll go ahead and end this thing tonight. Because we're gonna keep visiting this chart, or we'll have different upgraded versions of it, as we get into camp or just before camp, so we can see what it looks like, and then we'll go into it during camp and see what these battles look like, and then we'll start coming up with the positional charts as that goes along as well. So for this last look, after we got through the middle linebackers, safety, we have any discrepancies there? We're looking at Hamilton. We see Williams, Stone, Stevens.
Those are going to be the main four. Yep, I see it.
All right. And then with nose tackle, defensive tackle, like you said, Matabike is in the wrong spot. Mm-hmm. But Jones, Pierce, Washington.
You got Houston up there. Oh, I'm praying that he come back. Yeah.
So, I kind of put him there because I was like, all right, this dude is coming back. I think he's definitely coming back. Of course, we got Bowser, Hayes, Houston, Ojabo, Owe, and Harrison there. So that looks like a good six, a strong six to have at outside linebacker. And I think these guys are going to come pretty strong. I cannot wait to see Ojabo with the cheat code unlocked. You know, it's going to be – he's going to be sick with it, bro. Owe, I still want to see more. I can't wait to see more out of this guy.
I think he's coming along. He was coming along towards the end of the season. It was happening. I mean, unfortunately, it happened at one time where he messed up. He messed up Houston's bonus, but he's just doing his job, man. You know.
And Big Red said that sounds like something you say when you locked up and a newbie come in. Y'all got that. Oh my gosh!
Hey, that's real though.
It's a can you killing him? Brooke, you're right. This show definitely took a turn.
I can't deal with no Bisquick dude, Joe. You're not real. You're not a man. You too moist, Joe. Get up out of here.
Oh my god!
Don't act like that, yo. Real men don't act like that. B. You moist, B. You moist.
You're killing me, man. Delicious is dead. He's just like he's like I cannot.
Yo.
All right, well, it's definitely the most I've ever heard this word on one show.
Brooke gonna be out. She gonna be out one day, and she gonna be with her girls. This dude gonna say something real. I want to say this the right way. Real soft.
So okay, it's more cat-like. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo. I'm gonna walk into work tomorrow and somebody be like, I watched this show. There was a lot of this word going on.
If I call somebody moist, if I call a dude moist, I'm calling him that because he a kitty cat, as you like to say. Moist, yo. You can't be over here.
Brooke said you need to be muted.
I don't like moist dudes, yo. It don't work with me. I don't work with you.
Big Red said, "No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that."
Late, bro. It's too late. It's been happening.
Wow.
Big Red, it's too late.
He said, you gonna call the wrong dude moist and he gonna lick his lips.
He gonna get knocked out. You gonna go night-night. He gonna go night-night. You wanna go night-night?
I cannot.
Night-night.
He's in a bank.
It's straight night-night.
Y'all need to I got to go end this show.
He gonna go straight night-night if you do that. We're done.
I don't even know how we end this show like this. Welcome to the home of Moist Original Perspective.
You should like and subscribe if you haven't done so.
Y'all killing me. Oh my goodness. Hey, we appreciate y'all. We obviously laughing so hard we falling off the couch here, man. Y'all.
Yeah. Keep these moist dudes away from you, yo. Brooke, make sure you're soft as. Excuse me. Sorry, I don't want to curse.
Kam Ru is in full form tonight.
No, yeah, all right. I'm gonna tell y'all what. I'm sorry. This happened earlier today. I was on this. I got 200 comments on something that I was just like standing up for. And just gave my opinion. And I don't even care. Like I don't get caught up with haters and all of that. Because if you're eating, I'm doing something great. That's how I feel. So anyway, it's these two Indian girls. This lady I know, she's a DJ. These two Indian girls and she's Caucasian, I believe, the DJ. Anyway, but she was showing like clips of like either from Rock the Bells or what have you. She's like, hip hop is so like just giving hip hop praise, right? So these two Indian girls were dancing to an old school record called Jam On It, but they were pop locking and they were killing it. So it was all hate, oh, this and that, just a lot of negativity. So I said something in reference to just keeping it positive. I was like, yo, how blessed we are that people, our culture has diversified and grown in so many ways. And anyway, somebody came back and said something slick. I ignored it. I was like, I know somebody gonna feel some type of way. You know what I mean? Because I said you gotta take it as a blessing. My thing is this: you can't call yourself a person of God and be be a racist, because I don't think it works that way. I don't care what religion you in. You can't be a Christian or a Muslim or a Jewish and say you love God, but yet you hate somebody of a different color than you. It makes no sense, because they are different. They're all black Jews. People don't know that. You didn't know. There's some that are actually actresses and actresses that are out there. There are white Muslims. There are, obviously all types of Christians, but you can't be both. God don't work that way. God made he made love. He didn't make it any other way. Mm-hmm. Right? And I don't know one good book, regardless of what it is, unless you're erratic, like doing all the crazy things and suicide like that. That's different. That's not somebody of God. There's not one good book out there that says anything about anything about hate. It tells you stories, but God doesn't preach it. I've never heard it. Never seen, never heard it. Anyway, long story short, going back to that. So people throwing shade, and this girl stood up for me, and all, a couple other guys and people in general, just stand up like you 100%. So I didn't even think about it. This is, mind you, this is like 3 weeks ago. I made this comment, not even 3 weeks, or maybe 2 weeks ago. So I guess when you get up to a certain amount of likes on a comment, they inform you, because they were just informing about the comments. So Instagram was like, wow, you got 200 likes, check it out. And I was like, 200 likes. So I'm thinking it's something of mine, like on my page.
Yeah.
So no, it's the girl's page, that's the DJ, and it's from her comments. And I look on there, and the responses was like 51 responses and 200 likes. So I said, I haven't looked at any of these responses. I know it was one dude, the black dude, that was saying, oh, they stealing this, they stealing that. And I'm like, I'm Black and Native American. I don't care how you want to look at it. I'm always going to be Black. I'm a person of color. I can't, and I said, this is all I said in the comment, that I guess he didn't like the way I said it. That's why I'm saying, like, you can't be of God and say, you being racist. He was like,
yeah, I mean, it's said in the scriptures, you can't serve two masters.
Yeah,
he's totally serving two masters.
Well, he's saying to me, oh, you so blind, you don't know nothing about racism. They don't want any of our people to marry their. You don't know that. You should stop saying one person is this way, because one person is ignorant. Don't make everybody ignorant.
I didn't get that memo. I mean, I'm married outside my race.
Yeah,
they passed the memo down to me like, we are very upset that you decided to marry the white woman.
And I'm gonna say this real my bad, brother. Just to get off the best way for y'all to realize this, how kids are drawn to something, and because as a child you don't know this. You don't see color until it's brought until adults see that. Adults show you that. Because the best movie I could tell you is this. And my cousin broke this down to me, and I didn't realize it until I actually saw it. The movie with Chadwick Boseman, when he first blew up, when he played, 42? When he played Jackie Robinson. The kid's sitting there with his father, and his father called him a nigger. The kid did not know what nigger meant, but he started saying it because he looks up to his dad. We teach the hate. Kids don't know hate. You understand what I'm saying? So Now going back to this, right? Going back to this whole thing, I said, listen, man, I said, you can't, actually, you're right, bro. This is my thing. Like, you can't be. I said that too. This girl said it. She said, half of y'all probably calling this, and you saying you Christian, you this way. I said, listen, this is all I said in the comment. I said, you can't say as and I'm saying as a black man, you can't say, or a black person, you can't say you want everybody. Why they don't accept me? Why they don't accept, or they don't accept this, or whatever it may be, and then get upset because people are loving your culture. Hip hop started in the Bronx. The black culture, it was the black and Hispanic culture. It started there. Why are we upset about it? Well, I love the fact that everybody loves hip hop because it's another way. Music is universal, and it's in everything. You understand what I'm saying? So that opens up the ways for people to see other things. Like I said, and all I said is a blessing. Whether you agree with me or not, it's a blessing that somebody likes something that you're doing or that's been done by your people. I love certain things that have been done by Caucasians or by Hispanic or by Indian or whatever, because of certain things that I'm not accustomed to seeing. But wow, that's nice. I love. Just for example, I love the Asian culture and certain things that they do as far as like certain things that they talk about as prosperity and whatever, the colors. That's one of the reasons why this dragon is here. Not just because of martial arts. This dragon, I designed this myself. It's a dragon wrapped around music notes. The music notes that obviously represent me because I do music. The dragon represents my dad and I, and it represents martial arts. The colors of prosperity is what they believe in. That's why the ball is there. That's why the dragon is there. You understand what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong with being different and loving something that's different over there. That's what makes you you. That's what makes you strip down the color. God made us, we still bleed the same way. You still walk the same way. You still talk the same way.
We all the same color when the lights go out.
And on top of that, so I said to this girl that was like, she was defending me to the most. And I was like, because she was getting very frustrated. She couldn't understand why people kept going. I said, listen, I'm built different. And maybe it's because of how I grew up in Jersey City or my father, or I was always around older people all my life. But I said, I'm built different. I don't get caught up. And I said moist on my records plenty of times when I go into a battle, because I'm trying not to curse. So sometimes
again, folks.
When I say it, I'm taking shots because I want somebody to feel some type of way because I can't say the other words. So I'd rather say that. I mean, but I'm being witty at the same time. So I want you, if a man feels some type of way because I said it, because I ain't call him the P word or B, I'm not gonna curse on your show, brother. And they know where I'm coming from. So anyway, and
Lord, here we go.
Boom. So I said it to this dude because he was getting all sensitive and upset about it. I said, yo, why you acting all nice? Like, cause it's something my cousins and I say when a dude is acting real soft and weak. Like you a man, be a man. Don't get all mushy like, why you say that? Yo, when you start acting that way, I can't. We got 2 steps back because it may get into something bad. I try to stay humble. I don't learn martial arts to fight anybody. I started out because I had to learn self-defense. But as I got older, that's not the reason why I take it. I take it because it keeps my focus and it keeps me humble and it keeps me, like my discipline. So when men act out of line, I'm not a big talker. I talk to y'all. I can disagree. I'm not a big talker when it comes to certain things. I just rather let's get to it. You know what I mean? So unless you're not about that life, let's not talk. Keep all the moistness over there. So that's
right. I think we good.
Everybody love each other because of your nationality. I love y'all. Big Rage, I love y'all.
It's been a fun night, y'all. We're gonna wrap this thing up. Thanks for tuning in to the Home Original Sports Perspective from our couch to yours. It's been one crazy night. We're gonna have you never know what's gonna come and happen on the show. So make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down.
That's the best term, Reg. Hurt everybody's feelings. It's to hurt the feelings, bro.
Yes, indeed.
Feelings.
Hey, it's your main man, your couch rider Raven. It's my guy here, Kam Ru. We're gonna see y'all on Wednesday, man. Y'all take care.
Salute.
Have a good night. Peace.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White rap for the beat, though.